Alright guys, we're going to show you an all-cover defense that I've been running since, hell, first week of Madden. I found this. It's got a one-man rush and you really blanket the hell out of the field. You run it against multi-receiver sets, of course, and obviously on passing downs where you're pretty sure they're not going to run. Because if they do run a draw or anything up the middle, they're going to gash you for 8 to 10 probably. But anyways, it's out of the quarter formation. It's the cover 3 defense. First page, bottom left. Now one thing you'll want to do is package in your linebacker pass rush, because you're going to see why this will put linebackers at both defensive end positions, and you're going to see why, because these two guys are going to be playing short zones. So obviously you'd rather have a linebacker playing a short zone than a defensive end. So it's got very minimal adjustments. You can see it's the standard cover 3 defense. Alright, all we'll do is we'll come out to the line, freeze the defense. Y button and right on the D-pad or right on the left stick. Let's make sure that middle linebacker will stay where he needs to be. Alright, here's our default defense. What we're going to do, take the right defensive end, put him in a short zone, left defensive end, put him in a short zone. Alright, that's one option. As you see, we got 5 men straight across dropping into short zones, and the flats are covered by our corners. And then, of course, we got 3 deep. Now, what I prefer to do, and this is if they're hitting you for like slants or something over the middle, you'll want to do this, or circle routes with the back. But what I usually do is then go to the dime back, or nickel back, I should say, put him in a purple zone, and the same thing with the dime back. Now, as you see, we still got good coverage over the short middle, 3 short men. We got the flats covered. And we got any type of corner route covered by our purple zones. One other option you can do if you're playing somebody who does all kind of rocket catches and strafe catches with their outside receivers, you can take these short zone guys, the corners, put the corners that are in flat zones in the short zones. Now, as you see, when they go to do that strafe catch or that rocket catch on your outside, you're going to have your corner dropping underneath them. You're going to have a safety deep, and you're also going to have our pink or purple routes, whatever you may call them. I call them purple routes there also. So that's pretty much going to lock that type of strategy down. So I'm going to reset the play and run it how I usually run it. As you'll see, it takes very little to set up, and then I manually rush with my nose tackle. And I take a pretty cautious rush. Because as you see, the quarterback generally gets impatient, and I'm also going to simulate what happens when they roll out. Alright, here's how I usually run it. And I'm not going to throw it right away, I'm going to roll out after a little bit and show you. See, as they roll out, that cornerback comes up. If there's no one in his zone, he'll come up and make the play on the quarterback. And when he comes up fast. So let me show you the top-down view of our defense, how we got everything pretty much blanketed. As you see, anything short over the middle is locked up, the flats are locked up, anything deep is locked up. So I've been running this quite a bit ever since the first week of Madden. It's good to really frustrate your opponent, especially as most of you know I have a lot of good blitzes that I also run. So it's pretty much a trade-off between getting your opponent's imaginary clock in his head. I get that runner pretty quick with some blitzes, and then I throw this at him, and it really confuses them. So, and a lot of times they'll throw it quick to try to because they're used to throwing it quick against my blitzes, and they're going to throw it right into an interception or turnover or whatnot. So it's a real effective all-cover type defense, guys.